lights to be on, they'd be on. Unless they wanted me to turn them on for them. In which case they would have told me where the light switch was. I should have asked.
Yes, you should have.
Hello?
Please, come in, sit down.
Oh, thank you. I'd love to, but it's too dark. And who is this?
You should really just take a seat.
Is there a light switch somewhere?
Of course there is.
Where?
Don't worry about it. You wouldn't be able to find it anyway. Not with how dark it is.
I believe I'm in the wrong room.
That's so?
Yes, I'm terribly sorry.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Forgive me, I'll just go find it.
Melvin, that's?
Yes?
You're in the right room.
Thank goodness.
Just think, if I hadn't said your name, you would have been halfway home by now.
Well, I'm glad you did.
Would have saved you a lot of time today.
Yeah, well, why is it so dark in here?
You must be early.
No, right on time. I double checked right before I handed my things over to security. If you wouldn't mind flipping the light switch for me, if you know where it is. Or if you could just tell me where it is, I'd be happy to help.
You know what would help?
Oh, what's that?
You could come in, shut the door, and sit down.
But how do I find where to sit?
Have you ever sat in the dark before?
Yeah, plenty of times.
Same idea.
But I...
Feel around for it.
Yeah, of course. That's worse. Damn it.
Did you find the chair?
The chair found me. Now, I'm not one to complain,
No.
but someone really should have told me that the lights would be off here. How long have you been here anyway?
Oh, just forever.
Just in the dark? Oh, I would have gone crazy.
Maybe it'd be better if they just left the lights on all the time.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
You know, I like to imagine there's a world where the light never goes off. A world where everyone's able to find their seat, no problem. Hell, there's a world where you were hit by a car before you got here. Anything's possible, is my point. No one knows what would happen if the lights were on. We don't live in that world.
Ah, Christ!
Huh, look at that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's better.
Good?
Good. Yes.
It's
Very bright.
what you wanted.
Well, yes, but...
You want them to turn it off
No,
again?
no.
A light switch is out in the hallway, by the way. Should have flipped it on before you came in.
I must have missed it. I didn't think I was allowed to touch anything.
You missed it or you didn't think you were allowed? Which world are we in?
Both?
Oh, you're a funny guy.
Is that so?
Most people don't say anything when they come into their room. Most people just walk right in and sit down.
Well, I suppose I'm not most people.
Nope.
Melvin Dax. Mel!
I know. Make yourself comfortable. Something wrong, Melvin Dax?
This is... is this... You don't think I'm crazy, but is this supposed to be...
Yep.
Huh.
How'd they do?
Very well.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, this is in essence my living room. How did they get it so accurate?
Think about it.
That interviewer! They sent someone to my house last filled out the forms. He must have taken pictures while I wasn't paying attention, or he took very detailed notes.
I think that's the only reason they send someone to your house. I mean, you can fill out forms here, can't you?
Are they even allowed to take pictures inside my home?
Only after you sign the paper that says they can. Didn't read that part, did
I must have just been eager to
you?
sign.
Aren't we all? I'm curious, what were you expecting?
Not a couch.
It's all in the forms.
What an odd procedure.
So, what brings you in today, Melvin Dats?
Mel, please. And, well, if we're ready to get into it, I suppose now's as good a time as any. It all started last week. Well, I clocked it for the first time last week. I'm not quite sure how long it's been going on, to be honest, but I had just stepped out of the shower. I had dried off, put clothes on, combed my hair, and I was in the middle of brushing my teeth when I caught myself staring at my own eyes in the mirror. Suddenly, I was hit with an almost unreal dread. I froze. I stared at my whole self in the mirror, both separate and apart from anything I knew. I saw a stranger there in the mirror, an odd, gaping stranger with a toothbrush dangling out of his mouth. I couldn't look away, and neither could the stranger. As I stood there, I realized that I had no idea who I was, what I was worth, what I was even doing by showering, dressing, combing, brushing. The stranger didn't seem to know either. Suddenly, I had felt that I had always had that doubt, always had that thought somewhere in the back of my head that I had no idea who or what I was. When I finally came to, I realized I was late for work. I decided not to go. I haven't been back since. And in one of my few moments of clarity, I decided to look up what I could do to erase that feeling, to forget I ever had it in the first place. And that's when I found this place and signed up for the procedure. So, in short, I'm afflicted by what? I have no idea. Who? That's the first time I ever put that into words. Excuse me.
What?
Are you the doctor?
The what?
The doctor?
What doctor?
Well, the
Do I
doctor.
look like a doctor?
Well, no, that's why
Have you ever been to a doctor before?
Yes, of course.
Have you ever been like this?
Well, I
No,
thought.
I'm not a doctor. Or the doctor. What are you even talking about?
I see. Well, I'm sorry, but I believe there has been a bit of a mix-up.
Oh?
Yeah,
Why is that?
well, this is clearly my room. I've come around to that idea. This room was made for me, but I have no idea who you are.
I don't know who you are either.
Well, you know my name.
That's one thing. I know you're absolutely obsessed with having the lights on, that's two. And you need to know at least 3 things about someone before you claim to know them.
The sight of tomato slices makes me want to vomit.
What?
There you have it, 3 things.
Well, right then. Do you want to know 3 things about me?
No.
No.
No, I have no idea why you're here or even what this procedure is.
Of course you don't. We haven't even started.
Look, nobody told me that somebody else would be here, all right? Nobody told me that you would be here.
Grow up, Mel. There's always someone else here. Unless there isn't. What would you have done if I wasn't here? I wonder.
Well,
No. This is my fantasy. I imagine you'd still be standing somewhere over there by the door, just staring into a dark, empty room, bitching to yourself about a light switch and wishing, just begging for someone to call back out to you.
You don't know me.
I think I do.
Look, I just wish somebody would have told me that you would be here.
Well, I'm telling you now. Relax. Enjoy your armchair. It's comfortable.
It is comfy, isn't it?
Sure is. More than I can say for your couch.
What's wrong with my couch?
It's a piece of shit. Hey, you're just being honest. It's not a moral failing.
Well, I don't know what kind of a couch they brought in for that, but I can assure you that my couch at home is very comfortable.
Oh, no, I'm sure.
Well, if you hate it so much, why don't you have a seat here then?
Don't mind if I do.
Oh my.
Shit, isn't it?
Okay, well this is ridiculous, alright? My couch isn't this bad at home. I would have brought my own damn couch if I would have known it was going to be involved in whatever this is.
Can you turn the TV on?
It's just not fair. If it were my couch, my actual couch, we wouldn't be having this problem.
What problem?
This damn uncomfortableness, that isn't plugged into anything.
That's not how it is at your house?
What? No, of course not.
The inaccuracies are piling up. I'll just have to lodge a complaint.
Well, if you do tell them about the lights, it really is dangerous not to just have them on.
Yes, lights.
My living room's carpeted as well.
Such a nitpicker.
Pardon?
What, did you expect them to carpet this whole room just for you?
No, I wasn't expecting any of this.
How ungrateful.
I'm very appreciative, all right? Man, this is all very impressive for all the amount of work and detail that's went into this. I mean, look at that armchair. You would think it was brand new. Mine has a nick in the armrest where a bit of stuffing is coming
Does the
out.
scrutiny ever stop?
Yes, it stops here. I'm sorry. Look, I'm not as bad of a person as you might think I am, given my couch and all. Honestly, I
Can you hand me another magazine?
What?
Another magazine off the table, please. I'm done with this one.
Oh, sure. I don't have a pile of magazines at my place either.
I know, I brought them with me.
Well, it wouldn't hurt you to tidy up.
It might.
This is blank.
Thank you, genius.
What? Did you hear that? There was a woman.
There's lots of those.
No, the scream.
You scream, I scream.
And should we do something?
About what?
The woman!
What do you want to do?
Well, go check on her, see if everything's all right.
Why do you care?
Well, isn't it obvious? Oh, come on. How do we call for help here?
Help! Help! A woman! Something like that.
Can you do something?
I think it'd be a little rude for me to leave right after my host showed up. She's pretty loud, isn't she? These walls are thick.
So you did hear her.
Of course I did. Do you have screaming neighbors?
Look,
at
we
your
need to do something.
I'm sure it's being handled already.
What, handled by who?
Professionals.
Professionals. But
And if you heard a siren go off in a nuclear power plant, would you go rushing in yourself to see what was wrong? Of course you wouldn't. You'd let professionals handle it, and you'd stand on the side and hope everything was all right.
okay, but what if everything wasn't all right?
Then you'd be vaporized in a few minutes anyway.
See, that doesn't sound all right.
You'd be over before you knew it, just a glass mark on the ground, only enough time to pick a good pose.
I'm sorry. What the hell are you talking
Melt
about?
down at the plant.
I was talking about the woman.
Who's the woman?
Who are you?
Francis.
Why didn't you say so?
You didn't ask.
No, I did.
You
I said-
asked if I was the doctor. I'm not a or the doctor. You didn't ask who I was.
Oh, okay. So, you're Francis. Francis who?
Just Francis.
I wasn't expecting you, Francis.
That's because you didn't read that part of the form.
Isn't this supposed to be confidential?
I won't tell anyone.
No, confidential between myself and a professional.
I'm not a professional.
In what?
I don't know yet.
Will you put down that magazine?
Why?
It's blank. Just put it down and be straight with me. Will there be a doctor?
What is with you and doctors?
Please just tell me. Will there be a
Did
doctor?
someone tell you that?
Yes. I don't remember.
That's a hell of an assumption to make. If I was a doctor,
Okay. So, you're not a doctor.
We've established that.
Then you must be here for the procedure as well.
Sure am.
And that means that you should have a room modeled after your living room here.
That's a hell of an assumption.
Do you have one?
Somewhere, I think.
Okay. I have an idea.
Oh?
Yeah. Why don't you go there?
I don't know where it is.
Did they not tell you?
They must have at some point, but I forgot.
Oh, the building isn't that big. I'm sure if you start looking now, you can find it in no time.
I think I'll stay here. I'm comfortable.
Oh, come on, we can work together.
Want to get rid of me that badly, huh?
No.
What if a doctor were to come in while we were on some wild goose chase for a lost room for me? I don't think that doctor would be very happy that you were wasting his doctor time by being late for your appointment.
Well, it'll be quick. We'll just go to
Say,
reception.
do you know anything about the Greeks?
What?
Ancient Greeks. Not present Greeks or future Greeks. Ancient Greeks. Greeks a long, long time ago. The guys on all those vases.
I don't know anything about the vases. No.
And you don't know that the most important thing to a Greek was hospitality. Do you know what hospitality is?
Oh, well, of course I know.
It means letting whoever shows up, stranger or not, do whatever they want. And you have to share your stuff too. Everybody hated you if you weren't hospitable, especially to strangers. Even the gods hated you. They actually cared quite a bit about whether or not you were playing house by their rules. See, you could never be quite sure whether or not the stranger showing up at your door in the middle of the night was just some poor schmuck or a god in disguise. They were allowed to do that, you know, test you, trick you. You didn't have to sign a form. No one oversaw them. They were gods. Remember, sometimes it seemed like they even wanted to catch you being inhospitable. Catch you staring someone in the face saying, no, I don't want to help you. Then they could do whatever they wanted. Turn you into whatever they wanted. Curse you for all time. Kill you. And of course they could. Gods. Mighty Zeus could float on down from Mount Olympus to mess with you. Savor in some groveling. Imagine that.
I'm sorry. What does this have to do with
You damn bastard! The mighty Zeus! That's a good look. A repentant Greek. I'll take one base of that, please. Hey, you made it!
Miss Francis,
Miss,
if I had known you were going to be involved today, I would have stayed home.
should have looked at the sheet.
I did look at the sheet.
When?
Earlier this morning.
Should have checked it again.
I suppose I should have, shouldn't I?
Oh, you should have. Yes, go ahead then.
No specific mention. Did you get clearance?
Of course I did.
Written clearance?
That's not a thing anymore. Front desk said I was free to pick whatever room I wanted on today's roster. So I closed my eyes, spun around 3 times, threw a dart at the wall, and it landed on our lucky winner.
Has Mr. Datz accepted?
Look at the form.
He has signed. Has he said anything?
Does it matter?
For the form, I'd like to know.
No, he hasn't even told me to leave.
I suppose there's nothing to be done. Where is Mr. Datz?
Oh, that guy? You're on.
Mr. Datz, why are you sitting like that?
I'm sorry. I
Straighten yourself out, would you? My apologies for Miss Francis. She's rowdy, obnoxious, and you can't trust anything she says. But for some reason, my superiors like to keep her around.
What can I say?
You can be silent. How are you feeling, Mr. Datz?
Mel is fine.
Pardon?
You can call me Mel.
Sure. Go ahead and answer the question, Mr. Datz.
I'm feeling fine.
Fine.
Yes, I'm fine.
Eager?
Yes.
Nervous?
A little. A lot.
But ready.
Yes, I believe I'm ready.
All right, let's get into it.
Before we start, I'd like to lodge a complaint.
that be?
My host, Mel, and I have both come to the startling conclusion that this couch is shit and we'd like to request a new one.
I can assure you it's the exact same make and model as the couch that is in Mr. Dax's home.
I don't think anyone would buy such an uncomfortable couch consciously unless they were some sort of psycho. Mel even said himself that he thinks his couch is more comfortable at home. Isn't that right?
Well, Mr. Dax?
I like it, honestly. It's fun.
Now we're done
Why,
talking.
you nice woman?
If we're done talking
I-
about the couch.
I don't think I'll ever be done talking about the couch.
Miss Francis, sit down.
Whatever you say.
On the couch.
Oh, you don't have to be so aggressive.
I can easily find out if you're lying to me, Miss Francis.
About what?
Clearance?
You could, but do you really want to go through the trouble and question the guys upstairs?
Fortunately for you, I don't.
What's upstairs?
Mighty Zeus!
Administration, Mr. Dax. Would you be kind and offer me a seat?
Oh, yes, sorry. Please sit.
Thank you. Now, a few formalities and we can get started. You understand?
Yes, I understand.
All right. Ready?
Ready.
Finally, yes, I'm ready.
I am obligated to remind you that you have voluntarily and without coercion applied for this experimental procedure. Do you agree to doing so?
Sure.
Yes or no?
Yes.
The specifics of this procedure are strictly confidential. Do you have any prior knowledge of the procedure or have you up to this point received any direct information regarding the specifics of the procedure? This includes anything that has been said to you by Miss Francis.
Haven't said a goddamn thing.
Miss Francis,
We only talked
please,
about the
let
couch.
Miss Francis.
I don't know anything! I'm sorry, I don't know anything. I'm completely in the dark, I swear.
Good. Just a few more items here. Mr. Dax, do you believe the room that you're currently in to be an accurate representation of the main entertaining location hereafter, living room, of your current residence?
Oh, absolutely. I was actually.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Is there any... We can skip that one.
You can't do that.
I am in charge of this procedure.
You can't
I
do
can
that.
do whatever
How
I
well?
can. Are you a child?
You know I am.
Is there any feature or aspect that is currently missing that would otherwise enhance your comfortability or accuracy of your living room?
Oh, I can't really think of anything.
Oh, you must try.
Well, if I had to pick one thing,
The
I'd
picture frame.
Come again?
The picture frame.
What's wrong with the picture frame?
Well, it's not the frame itself. That's pretty accurate. It's the photo.
What's wrong with it?
I have a different photo at home. I don't know who that is.
Who's your photo of?
My mother.
Well, oh, that's it. We can't very well duplicate an image of your mother, can we? We can't go to the store to purchase an image of your mother.
No, but
It's close, isn't it?
Close.
I mean, they could be sisters, couldn't they?
They could.
Ah. May I continue?
Sure.
Great. Would you describe your current state as any of the following? Relaxed, calm, secure, frightened, despondent, a state of ennui, or anything synonymous? Yes or no?
Yes.
Do you now, or will you, during the course of the procedure, intend to question the procedure itself, my position, or any aspect of the experience here today or in the future sessions?
Yes.
Almost done. Do you agree to refrain from discussing the procedure in detail to those closest and even those farthest to you, merely stating that during the time in which the procedure takes place, you are either out for a run, taking a smoke break, on a call, or otherwise indisposed?
I always like out for a run. Makes people think I exercise.
Miss Francis? Mr. Dax?
Yes.
Pending a lack of desired results after a predetermined amount of sessions, do you agree to willingly be exited from participation in the procedure without consideration for readmittance?
Yes.
And lastly, are you wearing any jewelry or have any metal objects on your person that security missed?
No.
That's all she wrote.
Oh, you remembered one for me. I'm touched, really, I am.
We're required to carry two now, thanks to you.
Well, that's just good hospitality. I absolutely hate sharing.
Your wrist, please. How does that feel?
It's fun.
Snug. I think I had one just like it as a kid. I was made fun of relentlessly for it. Do you have it in a different color?
I'll just do mine.
Must you disregard every rule?
Just trying to save you time.
Fine. Be careful. Or don't. Really not a liability anymore. A couple of things before I go. Don't touch these, and don't remove those. And a word of advice. I find it best for people in your position to really reflect on why they're here. Help set the mood. I also recommend limiting your interactions with Miss Francis.
She's kidding. We kid here.
We do not kid here.
I'll keep all that in mind, Doctor. Thank you.
Doctor?
Yes?
Why'd you call me that?
Well, you're the doctor, right?
Who told you there's going to be a doctor?
But I thought.
Oh, did you? Did you? Mr. Dax, I'm gonna go fill out your form. Please sit tight, okay? I'll be back in a second. Doctor.
Wait!
Yes.
Earlier, there was a woman. Well, a woman in the other room screaming.
Oh, I apologize. I'll ask her to keep it down.
No, that's not what I meant! You know that's not what I meant, right?
You betcha.
I'm just concerned is all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if this has got her screaming, then what's this gonna do to Miss Francis?
Francis.
Sorry, is Francis your first name or your last name? Or both?
It's just my name. There's the 1 and a 2. Does your bracelet have a number on it?
What?
They do this to me every time. Maybe I'm 1 because I've been here longer. But maybe I'm 2 because this isn't my personal session.
What are you talking about?
The remote!
I'm talking about the woman, the one who screamed earlier.
I'm sure she's fine.
Are you sure?
No, are you only concerned about the woman screaming because you don't want it to be you that's screaming here?
No.
Maybe it was a happy scream, you don't know.
It just doesn't sit well. What is this?
It's for the procedure.
Okay, what are the remotes?
Why don't you spend more time reflecting on why you're here?
Well, I would, but I still don't know why you're here. What's all this about Clarence and people upstairs?
Confidential.
Do you work here?
I wish they'd pay me. No, I'm a volunteer, same as you.
Okay, but I'm actually here for a reason though.
Yeah, so am I.
I am here to do this procedure and fix something about
Aren't we
myself.
all? Always constantly under construction. The safety cones are always up. You're always choking on the dust.
When I found out about this procedure,
I'm sure. Magic cure all. One-stop shop. One easy trick. One simple solution.
staring at myself in that mirror, I would have paid anything to not feel that way. To never feel that way again. To never have to look at myself in the mirror and see some menace staring back at me.
Like a caged animal, circling, pleading with your eyes. You never even know when you're going to strike. No one ever sees the pleading, they only see the attack. Then boom, you're a monster. Everyone is always giving you the same expressions: fear, anger, disgust. Every set of eyes sends you further and further down.
I'm constantly standing before a tribunal. The scales are stacked. I can't keep living like this. I can't. Every laugh I hear is at me. Every passing word a condemnation. I can't think straight. I can't sleep without feeling strangled by my sheets. I need this. Whatever it is, I need this. I have tried everything else. I must have at this point. I need this to work. Can't you see that I need this to work?
Sure, I get you.
Can you tell me? Can you tell me if it works? Did it work for you?
I'm sorry, can't say.
Have you even done the procedure?
Confidential. Listen, all I'll say is everyone responds a little differently.
They do?
Sure, it's not for everyone.
Is it for you, though?
Can't say.
You know, at my house, I actually have this picture over the fireplace.
She looks young.
It's the only picture I have of her.
She dead?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No. It was a long time ago.
I've always known if I was dead.
It really could be her sister.
Alright, I can't say anything, right? But that form didn't say anything about me not doing something. Be honest, which one do you think is mine?
Well, she said we weren't allowed to touch those.
She said that to you, not me.
But I thought...
Stop thinking! We can do whatever we want, just help me out here. One or two, Mel, which one's mine? Screw it, come on, take it. Come on, take it!
We don't know what these do!
You don't know what these do.
What do they do?
I can't tell you, remember?
Well, shouldn't we wait for the... Oh, well, she's not a doctor, but...
We really need someone's help to flip a switch? Huh? No, we don't. So come on, take the damn thing. All right, now, flip the switch.
This one here?
Start stalling, you can be back any second, just flip it.
But
All you do is flip the switch.
But what happens?
If that's the remote for your bracelet, then you don't have to worry about anything and I'll handle it. If it's the remote for my bracelet, then just wait 5 seconds and flip the switch back. It's the simplest thing in the world, huh?
I don't know.
No one will know.
Look, I'm sorry, I just...
Oh, try and give a guy an opportunity to do something for himself. I must wield my own thunderbolt. Now, remember, Mel, I need you to remember, okay? If it's mine, wait 5 seconds, then flip the switch back.
No, but I didn't want to touch anything! Francis? Miss Francis, is this a joke? Oh, come on, Francis, get up. You're not fooling me with the whatever this is. Oh, wait 5 seconds and then flip the switch back. It's all up, isn't it? Well, I'm not falling for it. I'm not putting myself in bad favor with the people running this establishment. They said that they could have me removed without re-entry if they didn't think that I was right for this, and I'm not risking that for this joke or prank or whatever this is. That's better. You know, it really is remarkable. I wouldn't even know where to begin to find an exact couch or armchair, probably online. It does remind me of sitting around my home. I don't often turn the lights on, actually. I sometimes feel like I'm haunting my own house. Now I'm afraid that I'll walk into my house and find you lounging on my couch.
You're showing a lot of commitment to this bit. I'll give you that. You know what? Go ahead. Stand up. Take a bow.
My apologies for the delay, Mr. Dax. So many hallways in this place, and I have to fill out a form, fill out another form. Mr. Dax, I was really hoping you could control your guests.
Yeah, we have quite the comedian here.
I suppose no one can convince Miss Francis to keep to her own devices, or anyone else's for that matter.
Blow it out your ass. How long was that?
How long was Miss Francis under just now?
I said 5 seconds!
I didn't understand.
You weren't the one that flipped the switch, were you?
No, he made me do it myself.
I didn't know what was going on.
A bit of bar trivia for you, Mr. Dax. The human body can sustain itself in death for 4 to 6 minutes before it cannot be resuscitated anymore. We normally only allow for 5 seconds.
Hear that? 5 seconds!
Death?
Yes, Mr. Dax, death. It's a much easier pill to swallow when I can explain it and someone doesn't beat me to the punch.
All you had to do was flip the switch after 5 seconds. I said it twice!
I thought you were joking. You were dead?
Yes, I have been loads of times. Didn't I look dead?
Yes, you were very convincing.
I've never been up for that long. Wow.
Are you?
The human body has 4 to 6 minutes after death where it can be resuscitated. That's 4 to 6 minutes for all of you. For me, it's a light switch off and a light switch on again. Flip past grief and fear and all that. Flip straight to the acceptance. The body doesn't know it's going to be brought back. It sits there and is content. It has to be. For that eternity, for that 4 to 6 minutes, it's the calmest you'll ever be. It's the least complicated your life will ever be. Can you imagine if you were conscious for that time? Having to sit there and think and weigh the pros and cons of life against death and hope you figure out how you feel before the first brain cells start to die. Can you imagine that? Can you?
No one likes a spoiler, Miss Francis. Don't you think Mr. Dax would like to experience it himself before he went prattling on?
I don't know. I was dead.
Oh.
I'd like to leave.
Leave? We only just started.
No, I don't want to continue.
Well, you already signed all the forms.
I understand,
You
but
understand there are no refunds.
I don't care. This is ridiculous, all right?
Mr. Dax, a great deal of effort was put into recreating your living room as exactly as possible. Do you know where that is?
I don't know. I just
It's
want to...
comfort. It's all about comfort. If you're in a comfortable, familiar place, you can't imagine the things you'd be willing to subject yourself to.
This isn't normal.
This is exceedingly normal. This is your living room, the bastion of normalcy. You have your terrible couch, you have your television. Nearly 18.3% of people die in their homes. And I can assure you that 100% of those deaths aren't nearly as regulated as the ones here. Not a hair is out of place.
Does this procedure work?
Can't tell you that now, can I?
Works for me. Can't get through my day without stopping the elevator once or twice.
I don't know.
Mr. Dax, you said it yourself. You've tried everything. Why not this? This isn't death. It's just death. Quick, painless, and back up and kicking like Miss Francis.
She's not wrong.
Wait a minute. I didn't tell you that I tried everything.
Well, yes, it's all on recording.
Recorded?
You're being recorded, didn't you know? It was on the side. It was the papers that you signed.
Oh, he didn't read those.
You didn't read those. You didn't.
this time, I'll read them in detail.
It's too late for that. You've already signed.
This isn't what I imagined.
It rarely is. But you said it yourself. You've tried everything. Why not this?
It's not that bad, really. It's on and off, then back on again. Like a light switch.
Will I feel anything?
Nothing. Nothing but a little kick.
Christ, I don't know.
Mr. Dax, the sooner we can get through the first one, the
I was
faster.
scared my first time too. Now I can't even remember what that felt like.
All right, I guess we can give it a try.
Great!
Wait! Will you give me a countdown?
Sure. 3, 2.
From 5! Please, from 5. 5 seconds, then out. 5 seconds, then back in.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Wait!
Are you comfy?
Yes. This is a newer chair than mine at home.
That's so.
Yeah, mine has a nick in the armrest where some stuffing is coming out. I'm not quite sure when I first noticed the rip, but now I just can't stop plucking and plucking at it. Just pulling out the stuffing, pulling out more layers. Sometimes without even realizing, I'll be watching TV and then look down and notice that the hole is twice as big and there's stuffing all over the floor. I'll kick myself every time. I'll say, Mel, you have got to get this chair fixed. But I never did it. And looking at this new chair, this new armchair, I just want to start all over, you know, just start tearing the stuffing out. And that shows me that
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi,
Do me now.
3
What are you
Mississippi,
waiting for? Do mine
4
now.
Mississippi. Fuck! Oh, sit back.
No,
Francis, give him a minute.
If he goes under, I go under.
Give him a minute. He needs a second.
Listen, I'm doing my job. I'm helping ease him into it, so I should get my reward.
You will get your reward. You just have to give him a second to experience it himself.
Flip my switch right now, or I'll tell someone upstairs. I'm not afraid to.
Oh, will you, mighty Zeus? Are there none above your authority, your throne of laurels and figs? You're an anomaly they like to keep around to gawk at. You're a variable. You are nothing. Something wrong, Mr. Dax?
I was.
Yes, dead, but only for a moment.
You killed me!
We perfected the art.
You executed me!
Executions are carnival attractions. Executions are not for the executed.
If we cut off your head, it'd be a lot harder to bring you back.
How do you feel?
God, I don't know. I don't know.
Did you see any bright lights when you walked out?
What? Lights?
Lights, bright lights.
No.
Did you go down a tunnel?
No.
Were you surrounded by loved ones?
No.
Your mother, perhaps?
No.
Did you feel at peace?
No.
It's my turn now, isn't it? Isn't it my turn? Because I think it is my turn. It is.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, and hide. Safe from getting in your car. Are you done with your tantrum?
As long as you keep flipping that thing, we're good.
So, Mr. Dax, how do you feel? What was your experience?
I can't say. How can I describe a lack of feeling? I can't. No one can. I didn't know hot, cold, hunger or thirst, pain or satisfaction. It was eternity. It was, how long was I dead? I don't even remember what it was like because how long was I dead? Is that what it's like? An absence? It was nothing, it was everything. Why think on anything if there's only just a boundless nothing to dwell upon?
We have a philosopher, feel me.
Well, how am I supposed to feel?
Mr. Dats, this is what you make out of it. It's not an exact science. We know we live, we know we die. Honestly, we're not close to figuring out what that means or if it means anything at all. That's not really our concern. That's yours. You came here to be treated, yes?
Yes, I'm afflicted, I'm debilitated.
We know. We know. Don't.
He wouldn't shut up about it.
Everyone's afflicted, Mr. Dats. Seeking cures and trying to root out answers only works for some of us. And for those who find their solace, more power to them. It's not that simple for everyone. There's always doubt. There's always something leering in the back of our eyes saying, what if and what about? It picks you apart. It tears out your stuffing. Wouldn't you say so, Miss Francis?
Gutsy like a fish, I'd say. Clears up all that unwanted shit right quick. I can't think about where I'll be in 5 years if I'm dead. I can't think about my responsibilities when I'm dead. You want to dwell on the nothing? Melvin, my friend, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. The whole point of nothing is that there's nothing to dwell on. I don't have to worry about anything because at the end of the day, at the end of the long day, all of it's going poof. Or maybe it'll be more of a click.
Sounds like you're becoming a philosopher yourself, Miss Francis.
Don't say that.
Mr. Dats, would you like to go again? I recommend we at least go.
Wait. I'd like to go again, just to sort it through my head.
Attaboy!
That's 5 seconds.
Just 5 seconds.
Just like last time, right? Wait! It'll do.
So long. 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. 3 Mississippi. 4 Mississippi. And welcome back.
No one should have to die on this couch. Couldn't you guys have at least just once made a call to get something different?
You would understand the importance of accuracy, Miss Francis. It's like we plucked it right out of his house. Isn't that right? Mr. Dats? Mr. Dats? It's rude to ignore your guests.
I learned something. I learned something pressing, and it is that it is not rude to ignore anyone at any time, because to ignore is a passive way of saying you won't engage, you won't instigate, you won't agree or disagree or cause any harm or good or output. The less output, the more nothing you can bring to the table. And at the end of the day, the long day, that is what's most important. Contributing nothing, not contributing or destroying to the importance of lives or people or animals or the planet, but to a force, an immutable force that exerts nothing. I stared into the void, and the void told me that it was out for lunch, and that I therefore too am out for lunch in the sense that I will not be here when I am called upon. No, it is not rude to ignore. It is to ignore. To ignore is.
Can we switch spots? Thanks.
I often imagine myself dying in that chair. I haunted my own house. My head hurt, my head itched, my back ached. Those all seem like small things now. This is nice.
Who is it?
I don't know.
It's not your mother.
never something I considered. She was there and then she wasn't. I was too young to experience loss. She was there and then she wasn't. Those are my thoughts on the matter.
Do you remember how you felt before the procedure?
There is no before, only after.
He is a stickler. He's acting like something's changed.
Something has changed, hasn't it? I mean, look at him.
That's nothing. Nothing's changed for him. He just got reset is all. Factory settings.
He's not crawling on the floor battling for the teeth.
Everyone reacts differently. Want to give it a shot?
Me? Oh God, no.
I think for all the times you've done this, you would have tried the procedure yourself.
No. I don't want to die.
Not even once.
Maybe one day, if it goes vogue, and I'm old enough, maybe I'll figure why not, but I like to be the one flipping the switch.
Scratches an itch.
Scratch is an itch. Mr. Dax, would you like to go again?
I don't feel I can want. Yes, please.
Sayonara.
Namaste. Ah, this couch sucks. My back. Have either of you felt like you left the oven on? Like there was something you were supposed to do? Something important. Something
Oh, that felt long. Was that long? Melvin?
I learned something.
Save it for her, okay?
Why? Is she writing this down?
I don't think she was. No. Where's she gone anyhow?
Out the way. To the woman.
The woman?
Yes,
Which woman?
the only one.
Your mother?
No. The woman who screamed.
The one screaming from earlier?
The only one.
How do you know that's where she is?
I ran into her in the lobby today. She looked upset. I smiled at her. She didn't smile back. I could have sworn I recognized her. But that's okay. I'm just a face. Just a face among a millions of faces. I like this. I think I'm going to keep this.
I don't know if you can keep
I'm going to keep the goddamn picture, Francis. What do I do when I want to leave?
You wait for the procedure to be done.
When is that?
I don't know. Some people do it 3 times, sometimes 4. Most people it's only the once and then they can't convince them to do it more. Most people will never come back.
Can I walk out that door right now?
No. I said no.
It's locked.
I know. They lock automatically from the outside.
Why?
I don't know why. Why? Just come on back and sit down. Why are you being a buzzkill? Why are you acting like this?
I don't know.
I thought you'd be a little more, I don't know, jazzed?
Jazzed? No, I'm not jazzed. Would you like this room?
What?
You said you couldn't find yours earlier. Would you like this one?
This is your room, though.
I want you to have this room. I don't think I ever lived here.
Of course you did. You said this was basically your living room.
Am I still Melvin Dax?
Sure you are, for whatever that's worth.
I'd like you to have this room.
Well,
I don't think I'm coming back.
you can't leave yet.
Why not?
I'm not done.
Not done with what?
I usually do a lot more. I need a lot more. But don't you think you can do it? I don't know, like 5 or 6 more times?
No, I would very much like to leave.
No, you can take more. I know you can take more. If you do more, they'll let me have more.
Why do you want more?
Why wouldn't I? Why would I want to be up and about and walking around, feeling things and listening to things? I'll take the peace and quiet where I can get it, and this is how I get it. They put me under so much when I first started because I could take it. I took it better than anyone else. When I agreed to stay, they would only let me go under once or twice a day, whatever the main subject would take. It's not enough. It's not enough. I need more. I would spend the rest of my day trying to clear my godhead head, and nothing works. Nothing even comes close. So come on, let me have more. Just, can you do me a favor? Just a few more to help clear me out, huh? Don't you think you can do that for your guests? Sit down, Mel. You've got to sit down.
I can't!
Why not?
It's that damn couch, Francis! I used to sit in that armchair and stare at that ugly thing, wondering why I bought it, why I even had it. No one came over. It had no purpose. No one wanted to sit in it. It had one purpose and no purpose all at the same time, and that is not a purpose, Francis.
I think you're putting a little too much stock in a couch, Mel. You've got to sit down. Well, I'll let you take the chair.
No, I think I'll go. Hey! I think I'll go! I think I'll go!
Son of a bitch! Why'd you make me do that? God. Oh.
You get so many things on this job. Have to learn not to think. That's the important part. Not to think. What the hell is this?
I flipped a switch.
What?
You heard me? I flipped it.
How long ago?
What?
How long ago did you flip
Just
the
a
switch?
second ago.
That's my job. You can flip your switch all you want. You can leave it off for all I care. But the guests are my patients. They're my job.
You would have done the same thing if you were here.
That right?
Yeah, he was going on and on about his mother and the couch, and he wouldn't stop rattling the doorknob.
The doorknob?
Yeah, the doorknob. Weird guy. I think he just wanted to find you since you left.
Was he trying to leave?
No, I don't think so. I think he just wanted to find you so he could go under again. He was getting antsy. That's why I flipped the switch. I figured he would freak out and couldn't go under again. Like, I didn't want him to cause a scream, like kick or yell or anything.
That's not your job.
Right. Speaking of your job, you want to, or should I?
Welcome to the land of the living, Mr. Dax.
Is it closing time?
How are you feeling?
I am.
Miss Francis said that you wanted to go under again, practically begging for it.
He was. You were, weren't you now?
I don't remember.
That's all right, Mr. Dax.
What do I do when I want to leave?
I locked you out.
And after that,
That's out of my hands.
I think I'm gonna buy a new chair.
But you're not ready to leave, are you now?
I'm not sure what to do.
Look, he's clearly not ready to leave. If you kicked him out now, he'd probably walk right into traffic while he dwells on things.
That's not my concern.
Listen, let's just put him under one more time, huh? You can put us both under. It'll reset us.
It doesn't matter what you think. It's my job. You're not the one calling the shots.
I've done this more than anyone. That makes me more of an expert on what he needs than you or anyone upstairs.
Be that as it may, this is not your job. Miss Francis, I'm sorry, but you're done for the day as well.
That's not fair!
Give me your wrist.
Yes, I think I'm ready.
Wait, 5 more seconds! What's 5 more seconds? It's nothing! It's nothing! You can say I was out for a run! Look, I'll sit down! I'll sit down on this awful, no good couch. It'll just be 5 measly seconds.
One Mississippi.
I think I'd like to stay.
What?
Just for a little bit.
Do you want to go under?
No, just stay.
We have to clear out soon. We have a studio apartment to fit in. Watching Graham. I'll come back, say, 6 minutes.
Okay. Wait.
Can I keep this?
Thank you all so much for coming out here tonight. Really appreciate all of your support. That was our first production at House Call, written by Joe Plaza. Our actors are going to be out there. Yeah, round of applause. Our actors are going to change. They'll be out shortly. They'll be clearing out. But thank you for your time. If you want to stick around, say hi, or ask any questions, we're here. So thank you, everybody. It'll be up great.